Hello and welcome back to another episode from M2 on 2. My name is Marcus and I was joined by Rohan for this game of Underworlds. We're in the Death Gorge edition of the game and we are bringing you a nemesis game of Grinkrak's Looncourt versus Skabbik's Plaguepack. Both of us have a Voidcursed element to our deck, and this is a best of 3 and this is the third game of 3. We have deployed crews, we've placed boards, we've placed objectives, we've drawn cards, and we're in the first turn already. I got first, but I asked the rat to move over to go first, and the rats moved the rat onto the objective, and I scored, and then we scored, which was great. And then, so then we go into the power phase where I put some objectives onto people, and the rats move a couple of rats around. Because I'd scored an early objective, this means that Grib was inspired, but I was waiting for some extra abilities on him before I went in. This ended up being a mistake. But we'll talk about that in about 3 activations. So my first activation is Pronk. Pronk is attacking Rabicus, and it's successful, and it pushes him back 1 square, doing him 2 damage. And then Rowan scores because the little rat is holding an objective in my deployment zone, and he is a corruptor. He's not holding, but he's standing on, and that's all you need to do for that objective, which is good. Rabicus comes in at range 2 and charges and does himself. Oh no, that's the boss. Boss comes in at range 2 and no, Rabicus comes in at range 2 and charges, but he misses Grib. Thank goodness. And then I go with Snorbo, who attacks, and he is going after the same model, and I miss as well. And at this point, Rohan has also drawn the same card that I had for the first one, and so he also then scores another point, which is great for him. We then have a charge from Skabbik, who charges into Grib, wounds and kills him, and then plays a second card, which is to kill him off with a power card, and that was where I made a mistake and should have gone with him as my second activation. So yeah, I have to re-put the upgrade onto another person for the makes a successful charge attack, and so I move that on to Snark, who attacks the leader and is able to put some damage onto him as well. So we have Rabicus and Snark and the boss wounded, which is a good starting point for going into the next turn. Poxelix with a free sword charges Bronk, but because I'm on 2 dice looking for shield, I'm able to successfully hold that one off for this turn, so that is a positive for me. And then he tries his Voidcursed Assault, which is also a fail. And then for me, I just move Pointyburk into a grouping of 3 people, which will score me an objective I place at the beginning of the turn. So that was turn 1. Rowan scores himself 3 more objectives, and by the looks of it on the board, he's got about 8 points. I score 1 more objective, and I can't see my points, but I'm on about 3 or 4 at this point, so I'm already behind in this game. He does have 1 objective, which he has to have everybody Voidcursed to score, and I don't have that in my deck, so I know that as long as not everybody is has the Voidcursed ability on them, it means that I'll be able to deny that as the game goes on, so that will hold the game in check a little bit. We're going into turn 2 now, and Rowan goes first. So Rowan attacks little Skabbik, attacks Snorbo as his first attack of the turn, and he's just checking what the different dice are and how many wounds each of us have. And he decides little Snorbo with his 1 shield is going to be the easiest one to hit, and he just smacks him around the bitch, and Snobbo dies. But because there is a surge for me and a surge for Rowan at the same time, because his leader is Voidcursed, and so therefore Voidcursed killed someone and doesn't say friendly, so I get a point for that at least. So it's something. And then he makes Skabbik a Voidcursed as well. Snark attacks Skabbik and takes him out at this point, which is positive, so at least that's him out of the picture. With these Skaven with their melee range 2s, that allows him to control a lot of the board, and that was a surge because I think I killed someone, and that was that one. So yeah. Oh no, because he's holding all the central objectives as a surge, so that's fine. It happens. He's put down his Voidcursed Soul, and he's also put Voidcursed onto the Radicus, who skyfings into my crew, but misses. Just. Double shield does help on to Pronk, which is very good. So this is me just trying to turn some people Voidcursed, which fails. It's not a very easy one to do. It's that one where you just need to roll 1 magic dice. And then I am charging Chit, I believe, with Snark. So just to get him out of there, and also to stop future. Well, just to go for an attack, really. And then Poxlick comes in, charges Snark, but again I am able to defend. Grinkrak then charges will very soon be charging into Brabicus. Yay. And that's a miss. And then Itchit attacks, charges Moonface Contest, but it's not. And then Pronk charges Radicus. I've given him a upgrade by this point, and Radicus is off the board. He's very dangerous with Skyfing, so he had to go. So cleaning up for the end of the turn, by what I can see on the board, Rohan already has 16 points, but I do score 3 of my objectives here. We've scored. It's quite funny. Of course, the games we scored a lot of the same objectives because the objectives cards we took from the Voidcursed deck seem to have a lot of them been the same. One of them that he wished he'd taken was when a Voidcursed model kills someone. As I got that one almost every single game while he was missing that one as the game went on. I got to go first, and so I had so after a little bit of deliberation, I chose to go first. We're just checking the how many points, so to see if any chance. So I go in with Grinkrak charging Poxlick, but it looks like I miss, unfortunately. And I put upgrades onto people. Again, I don't know which ones are which. Generally when I'm playing, I like to just record, but when the record fails, yeah, I have to try and remember what's going on, and this is a couple of days later, unfortunately. So it looks like, I think Itchlitz is attacking Moonface at this point. And that is he's on to dodge, so that means he dodges it, thank goodness. And then for my second activation, Snark misses Poxlick as far as I can see on the board. See, that's not what I'm seeing happening here. I think this is Pronk charging Poxlick. Yeah. Poxlick. Yeah, Pronk charges. And I miss, and then I get to stab up again, and that kills him. There you go, that's what happens. Yay. Yeah, because I had him available for the whole game, because I wanted to try to move him twice to get onto the number 3 objective, which is at the back of Rowan's board, but I realised I'd already put if you miss me, I will score onto him, and he did not attack him then for the rest of the turn, because he didn't want to have the chance to miss him and for me to score points. So I put that ability onto Bonk. But Bonk's only movement 3, and they don't really upgrade their movement very much. So I can't make it, and I don't have the cards in the deck which allow me to move to that objective. So I don't have the ability to score those points. Ricket kills Moonface, which gives him a kill point, which puts him up to 17, which is such a shame. And Pointy Bonk then flees. Such a shame this is attacked in the hip. Here, because at that point we realise that Snark needs to go in and kill, but he fails, and then while Itchit also fails, and Pointy Bug gets away. That's all he does. He doesn't get anything extra. Yeah, so the game ends 17-16. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the game. It was a really fun game. We really enjoyed this set of 3 games. Come down and see us if you can. If you like the game, please like. If you like, please subscribe. If you want to see the future change, please know. Thank you.